Hello, YouTube! Hello to all of my Leapers! Salam and good health and fortune and long life to all of you guys. I have three special guests today on the Sound Live! This is going to be so much fun, guys. I got Kyle Walz, my Monday guy.
Hey.
Kyle is a singer-songwriter, guitar player, and why don't you tell everybody about your latest musical endeavors?
Sure. 2020, I started taking YouTube serious, and with everybody being at home, was working on an album coming out this year of 2021. So I made music videos for every song of my album that came out in February of this year. Album's called Blood Candy. There are 12 songs on there. I think it's 12. It might be 11. But you can catch music videos for every song, and you can stream it on Spotify or anywhere you like to get your music. So that's some cool stuff.
Yeah, and if you want to buy it, just like Eleanor Goldfield says, definitely you can preview it on whatever streaming platform. But if you can, what's your preferred platform for people to get your music so you get the most money?
Probably CD Baby or going through me directly. And if you go to CD, KyleWalz.com, or if you go to CD Baby and search Kyle Walz too, that'll work.
Excellent. And I have one of my usual Tuesday people invading Monday this week. I have Jennifer Valaket. Jennifer is a saxophone player, a flute player, and an all-around cool music teacher. Jennifer's been joining me for a long time, since I've been having collaborations and lives. Jennifer, why don't you tell everybody what you're up to right now?
Sure. Well, right now I'm just trying to think of some new songs to record. Not originals yet or anything. I'm working on that, but yeah, and then doing my usual saxophone choir things, which takes some time. So
well, that's cool.
Just having fun mostly.
Yeah, one thing I'm really starting to work on more is Patreon. Like I've been doing Patreon videos like once a month, and it's basically just been the flowering creativity bonus content. But I'm now starting to put a Patreon video each week. Yeah. It's a real challenge for me, but I feel like that's the thing to do. So keep going with that. Yeah, definitely. And also joining me today, I have Evelyn Holland, rock musician, singer, and guitar player. What are you up to?
Right now, I'm continuing work on that third record that I've talked about before, and I got band practice this evening. So that's what's on my agenda.
Cool. Always good to have band practice.
Yeah, we're looking at shows in September. I think I might have said that last time, possibly. But yeah, we're probably not going to play in Portland. Probably Salem to give it for a test or test the waters, whatever.
Right on. Next choice is going to be Eve's. Yes, I'm doing the choices in the order that I texted them to Jennifer, I think. So, Eve choice is going to be Chelsea Wolfe and Emma Ruth Rundle. I'm not even going to try to say that title. You can say it, and then I'll say it again later. And the funny thing is, this is my first time reacting to both of these artists. So, Eve, why don't you go ahead and tell us what we're going to be reacting to?
Well, I actually did see Emma Ruth Rundle with the Louisiana metal band Thou. They did a collaboration back in 2019. They did an entire album together, and they're very the sound of them together is contrasting, yet it flows so well. I don't know how to describe it, because Thou is this I guess they're kind of like a sludgy metal band, but they have all these experimental elements as well. And I mean, it's all harsh vocals, but then you have Emma Ruth Rundle over here doing this posty, folky, singer-songwritery stuff that's also experimental, but is way different. But yeah, somehow they met him in the middle. Anyways, that's how I was introduced to Emma Ruth Rundle. And I was looking for more content, and I I came across this video, and I'd heard of Chelsea Wolfe before. She'd been brought up several times, but I never heard her voice or listened to any of her music. And yeah, I mean, it had Emma Ruth Rundle in it, and I was definitely a fan of hers already. And yeah, this song floored me. It's kind of dark. It's anti-suicide. And I think that's what the Anhedonia, I think that's how, or something like that. That's what the term is, or it's like it has something to do with suicide. I can't remember exactly. I looked it up after the video.
I just looked it up right now. Inability to feel pleasure. So hashtag relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely, before I moved out of Florida, I definitely went through a pretty major depression that it almost, at one point, felt like I was to that point where
Wow.
I was unable to feel pleasure. It almost cost me everything, my marriage and everything. And luckily, I picked the right lady, so we made it through it and everything's better. But yeah, and then of course she eventually got depressed too. So now I'm helping her, and that's the way it works. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I got all the way to the point to where I couldn't feel pleasure, but it certainly felt like life was not very pleasurable for a period of time. I could say, moving in that direction at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say 2020 felt like that.
I literally, like, everything pre-transition felt like that for me, and I didn't even realize it till I was in it. I mean, yeah, like it's such a drastic difference. But yeah, like just feeling depressed, but not knowing you're depressed, feeling disassociated from like who you are, but still being there. Yeah, it's a weird state to be in.
Yeah, I was like, when I moved here, so I don't have any friends here now, obviously, because I'm brand new. We just moved in October. So, but I'm finding that a lot of my Florida friends are either like kind of ditching or, so it's kind of like I've been getting sad about it. Some of the good ones are sticking around, but it's kind of like, transition, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So without further ado, Musicians Panel reacts to Chelsea Wolfe and Emma Ruth Rundle Anhedonia official video. Here we go. VHS tape, that's cool.
Taking that for a night. Take me down with you. Take it all away. I know it all comes back times three. That human, that demon showed me how it ends when you treat your friends like foes. So don't come looking for me. I've got my walls up now. Protect myself like a fortress, and I'm on my own now. No, I can't sleep, baby. Waking up and it's just a dream.
Wow.
Well, there was definitely Pink
That-
Floyd influence all through that. Oh my God, there was parts of that just, I don't know. It just reminded me of, like the way the background music sounded, the synthy dark with the strumming acoustic guitar. It just, I don't know. It reminded me of Pink Floyd, and
Yeah.
not the vocals, but just the background music. And I think there was only one major chord in that song. Every once in a while, you would hear it come in. It sounded like an F chord to me. I don't know, but the rest of it was just all just minor chords with that dark minor five chord thrown in there, and it was just like really, like the mood of it sort of reminds me of a Mellify song, hashtag Mellify, called Unsay, a song that I wrote for my wife. It was, obviously a really dark song where, I said some really dickish shit, and then I wished that I hadn't, so I wrote a song saying I wish I could unsay what I had said that caused her some trouble. It was actually on social media randomly, but that's what I think of it, man. I think that was it was really cool. That's the kind of song, if I was really like, kind of down and in the dumps a little bit, and I just wanted to just like lay on my bed and chill and just kind of listen to something that just kind of like soothes the darkness in me, I would pick something like that. It was cool. Kyle?
Okay, I'll jump in. This I really like this. I have a reaction to a song by NF coming up that one of my students turned me on to, and some of the themes of that song had some similarity to this. I like songs that and it's always kind of a delicate area, like when the way your brain works when you get like sad thoughts or repeated thoughts, those get chemically marked in your brain is important. So like when you are in a depressed mode, and you have some depressed thoughts, that gets chemically coded if you have those thoughts repeatedly. And it's kind of the same aspect of learning new information. You have information, it gets repeated, you repeat it, then it gets chemically coded in your brains to be marked as important. Mm-hmm. So then your brain can access it more readily. Likewise, when you have good times, bad times, etc. And whenever I talk through students through any dark times and stuff, I always try to bring up the physiological aspects, mm-hmm. and that there's ways that you can help cope with that. And songs like this and to me are useful because mm-hmm. from someone that doesn't get the fragility of mental health, sometimes you might hear a song like this and think, oh, that's awful because that's just going to trigger blah blah blah. But no, sometimes it does reassure. Sometimes it can make you stronger to not have those thoughts that maybe you used to do, and remind yourself, hey, I don't need to go down that mental path again. And yeah, it does take practice, and yeah, practice might be difficult.
Sorry.
Just like other types of practice. But so I just wanted to share that thought. And also I got to say this, when it first started the video, I thought of the movie Ring. I thought, okay, maybe there's going to be some kind of cool aspect. And then it kind of went into 90s Tool video land. Anytime I see stop motion animation like that, if you were enjoying Tool in the 90s, you always think of that. Mm-hmm. But I really enjoyed the story and the idea of transformation, the idea of you can, live that life of a caterpillar. You can, let this weird worm come out of you and it will grow and take flight. And when you have flight, you can go to a new place. That's really, really good message.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really, and like the visuals, it seemed, the closest thing I came to it was all the animations and stuff. It felt like The Wall to me. I don't that was just influence. I mean, I'm not trying to say it was anywhere the same. It just had that same kind of dark, almost like almost like, and I mean the Goodbye Blue Sky was the one that popped in my head, but that one's almost happier in parts than this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Because it has that really pretty guitar part that then Def Leppard sort of kind of almost changed into a song.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I'm not the only one that noticed that.
It's not, but it was. I'm not saying the copyright violated it, but they took that bum bum ba da da bum ba bum ba da. They took that idea and just turned it into and that's a good song too. Hysteria. This is a good song. But musicians always borrow from each other. That's like if musicians hadn't borrowed from each other, we would not have music today. Like it's hard for people to fathom this, but like. At least until formal notation was invented, right? How was music taught? It was taught from person to person, like, telephone game, right? And you had, the person around you that played, and so you watched them, and then you eventually learned, by getting an instrument and playing and copying somebody. That's the way it's always been. That's the way it's supposed to be. So, when I'm pointing out similarities, I'm never saying, oh, I think this person copied this person, unless I literally say point blank, like I think Maroon 5 copied with that Memories song. I think that was a copy, of Canon and D. But Canon and D is public domain, so right?
Yeah, and don't forget the Marley influence on that song too.
Yeah.
Oh,
and Bob Marley. I got a Bob Marley shirt too. I'm excited for that. Yes, that was the artist I forgot to mention to you guys earlier. I was telling you all the cool shirts I got for the channel. Pink Floyd being the first one I'm showing off to everybody. That's right. I made enough money to buy 5 shirts.
You're rich.
Yeah.
You are a legit YouTuber, Matthew.
Yeah. Everybody,
This one was a
appreciate
present.
So I don't usually listen to sad songs like that so much, but no, I liked it though because I felt like 2020 was a weird year, and I feel like I don't want to say I've never been in that place, but very rare. But I tell you what though, if I ever am, I'm listening to that song. That's a good,
Yeah, it sort of softens the blow a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It does. It was good.
I would recommend all of you to go and listen to at least Emma Ruth Rundle's stuff, because I mean it's not as dark as what we just watched. It's pretty good. Like kind of posty singer songwriter stuff. It has a mild folk influence, but it's definitely very at least guitar wise very sex based. So that's why I say kind of like post rock ish.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. As long as you're not talking about Post Malone-ish.
Oh no. Yeah. Not, fuck, screw that guy.
No, I'm just making my jokes where I can. See, I gotta do that. I really, really appreciate you guys for being here, watching, tuning into the sound, hashtag the sound. I'm gonna talk to you guys all in just a minute, so stick around for some good chat time. With me today, I've had an incredible panel of guests, starting with Jennifer's music page. Make sure you check out Jennifer's music page. Go and subscribe. Jennifer plays saxophone and flute. She's a music teacher. You can get lessons from her on Zoom. She's really cool. So make sure you check out Jennifer's music page. Definitely. We have the Monday Man, Kyle Walz. Kyle's a singer, songwriter, guitar player, and he's got music up on all the streaming platforms. You can check him out. Please buy from his website, kylewalz.com, and check him out on Instagram at Kyle Walz.
Hook.
I'll add you on Instagram, Kyle.
All right.
Yeah. And last but not least, we have Evelyn Holland, singer, songwriter, and guitar player. Pretty soon we're going to be checking her out in a new band situation here, and we're going to be giving you updates as we go. So everybody, please make sure you take a second and give me a thumbs up if you think that you got any value out of this today at all. If you were entertained for 1 freaking minute. Give me a thumbs up. I deserve it. Yes, I do. I deserve it. Yes. You. Also, please mash that subscribe button. Like I said at the beginning, I still have 80% unsubscribed viewership. So if you subscribe, you'll help to lower that. Keep watching, and we got hashtag the sound coming to you live twice a week. So everybody, make sure you check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/Matthew's Music Lesson Studio, where you can support the channel and get new weekly bonus content. I'm putting an Elite collab up. I've got bonus content from my podcast. I'm going to put bonus reacts up. I'm going to put covers, bonus covers, all kinds of stuff. One video every single week on Patreon. And of course, check me out on MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com for your lessons, where you get to record them and keep them forever. Thank you everybody for being with me on The Sound Live.